Hey up, how you doing? You all right? We've got another beer mail, another massively generous beer mail. Look at this. There's some beers there. Right, from Scream Brew Co, the legend that is Mr. Rob Miller. Cheers, Rob. We're not a million miles from each other, to be fair. I'm gonna pour a beer because I fancy a drink. Brew day done today, so yeah, the old fermentation fridge cooling down behind me. You probably won't hear it with this mic, but yeah. So we're gonna pour a beer and we're gonna have a drink, and I'm gonna tell you about Rob, what he's up to, and what the beers are about. I don't know how many. I've got 2 beers out at the minute. I'm gonna review 2 tonight because I've got a few things going on, and then we'll just see how the thought process takes me, and which way the wind blows, which ones I do. There's some dark beers. There's a porter. I'm definitely going to do the porter. Whether I'm going to tag it onto this, I think I might just. I'll do a bit of the intro with the drinking. I'll keep it sort of sweet and shortish, and yeah, I might get a few in, might I? Might get a few in. I'm gagging for a beer after a brew day. Let's get one. What are we doing first? Canned. The canned. Very professional. Right. Fright Night, a 4.2% beer. Let's pour it in the glass. Then I'll tell you about this. What's going on? It sounds very exciting. Very, very exciting. I'm going to try. I've got marks on the floor. I'm going to try and stand a bit stiller because, yeah, I'm doing a lot of... It's because I'm excited. I've got a few days off work. Fright Night, 4.2%. Oh, blooming egg. Okay. Gonna need to be careful opening these. Did I get the camera? I didn't forget the camera. So I know that Rob's beers are not filtered when it uses a Protofloc, so they're going to be probably hazy. Probably going to be hazy. That's all right. Look at that. Lovely colour with a fluffy white head. Let's just I'm just going to wet me whistle and get into it. Fright Night. So he sent me this, right? And each beer has got a horror story attached. He's really into horror movies and things like that. So he's a home brewer, just like myself. But he's started up a company and he's going into commercial. I think he's actually got kegs in a pub already. He's picking up some equipment. He's got some equipment now. He's changing the equipment for, I don't know what for, different or bigger. But anyway, as I said, we're not a million miles apart, so I might get there with the camera at some point when he gets set up. So his plan is to brew beer in his garage with some big equipment. I don't know what equipment it is. And yeah, sell it. Kegs, cans, I don't know what that plan is. But in the long run, he wants to open a tap room, I think, but it's horror themed. So all these beers are horror themed. They've all got a story attached to them as well, which is pretty cool. So we've got Fright Night, which is, let me just find it. Fright Night. It's a session pale ale coming in at 4.2%. Wow, okay, should we do a story? Just a quick one. I don't know if I'm going to do every story. So here we go. They called him the new neighbour. Polite, well-dressed, always smiling, just a little too wide. But behind the curtains of the crumbling old house, something ancient stirred. At first no one noticed the young women vanishing from the streets. A laugh in the night, a pale hand in the window, and they were gone. Those who claimed to see him swore he carried them inside, limp in his arms, their eyes wide with terror as the door slammed shut. By day the house was still and silent, but when darkness fell, the window glowed faint red and the air filled with the copper scent of blood. Now the neighbourhood doesn't dare step outside after dusk. The locks are bolted, the blinds drawn tight, because once he sets his eyes on you, you'll never see the dawn. Welcome to Fright Night, where the thirst is eternal. There you go. There you go. Everyone's got a story. There is one about, I guess he's from the Grimsby area because there's a Grimsby one in here. Might be a couple. Anyway, back to the beer. Back to the beer. Lovely colour. He was worried about the bitterness, just wanted to know. This has got a lovely head, it's holding a head. I've had these a little while, but I've had so many beer mails and I'm not complaining. I am not complaining, but I did just have to get round to it, haven't I? Lovely colour, hazy, white head, nice bit of lacing. Smells tropical, smells fruity. It's got a nice bit of bitterness. 4.2, it's not thin particularly. I would say that was nice and thirst quenching. Nice bit of bitterness on the front with a light fruity note all the way through. Everywhere's just cold, even in the garage at the minute. It's like 5 degrees in here. I've been brewing outside today and it was all right, but everywhere's just cold. In the minute, the frost this morning, it is what it is, isn't it? I think there might be a bit of, there's some citrus and grapefruit in this. And yeah, grapefruit. It's lovely. Carbonation in a can. Yeah. Carbonation going up there, look. Like I say, I've had them a bit. Fluff that pour a bit, spat it all over, didn't I? Nice. Lovely. Lovely and refreshing. Nice mouthfeel. Makes you want to go in for more. Steady bitterness all the way through. With some grapefruity orange notes. Lovely. I'm going to go and enjoy this and move on to the next one. Cheers. Right, we've warmed up, we've nearly finished there. We're going to be going on to the next one, but I thought I'd pop back just as it ends. I say it has warmed up a bit. I have had them a bit cold. If I left them in here, they'd be cold anyway. Anyway, yeah, it's final thought on this beer is it's refreshing. It's got a lovely bitterness, and it's got a citrus fruitiness in the background that just makes it very easy drinking. This will be a perfect beer to session in the summer. It'll be a perfect beer if you got somebody who drinks like lagers, getting into pale ales, because it's just nice and easy drinking. Nothing's absolutely smacking you in the face. But it's there. You know, if you can taste the fruitiness of it, you can taste the citrusness of it. But yeah, that'd be a good transitional beer. That lovely. And for me, the bitterness is lovely. It's perfect. And I don't like a lot of bitterness because I do a lot of pale ales and with no bitterness generally in them, apart from the hops that transfers right at the end. But yeah, winner, chicken dinner. I have forgot to put my jumper on. Now I've got in here. I'm going with it now. I'm going with it. Let's get on. I'm going to be more careful opening this one. I think that I was squeezing the can as I popped it. So just hold it nice and steady. Like I say, he's just sent me these to try. There's no labels made for them or anything yet, I don't think. It's so new and so in early production. Amazing. Yeah, that's why we've got no labels or anything. I don't think we've got designs done for it yet. It's that early on. Very privileged indeed. Right, let's see if I can open this. I'm going to do it a bit further back. Because I can do it here, can't I? Because you'll hear the hiss. Perfect. Don't squeeze the can, Rick, when you open it. Yeah. Oh, okay. That's a darker colour. Oh, look at that. I don't know what he's doing with his heads, but he's doing something right. Right, what is this one? Look at the colour of that. This is the Wolfman's Curse, a 5% American Pale Ale. Yeah, there you go. Okay, lovely. I've taken a picture of that. I'll pop it up on the screen. Here, look. As big as I can. Let me get over here. I'll make it as big as I can. And you can pause it if you want to read it. How about that? Because my I took a bit of editing on the last one because I fumbled over my words here. I like a good story, but I haven't read a story for a while. Martha's now 12. I used to love reading stories to her and getting excited doing the characters. Anyway, you don't want to hear that on my videos, do you? So there it is. Pause it. I'll get rid of it now. And if you want to read it, you can read it. I think that's going to be the plan. That is a beautiful. It's like a mahogany. That's lovely and clear. That is. Look. Beautiful tanned head. I mean, look at that. That is a thing of beauty. Blooming heck. Carbonation, just perfect for me. Yeah, it smells a bit more malty. I've got a bit of a cold, just a sniffler. Martha and Becky have had colds, and I seem to have avoided it, but I've just got a bit of a bunged up nose a bit. I do anyway. I think I've got sinus problems. I don't know what it is, but look at it. Look at it. Right, you've got to do two, haven't you? You've got to do two. Now, I don't know what hops are in any of these. I don't know what's in any. I don't know any of the recipes. We're just going in blind. But that has got some malt. And that has got some. It's got some caramelized malts in that. I think that tastes of. It's definitely toffee. Yeah, that malty toffiness that is. Wow, interesting. Very interesting. Lovely mouthful. It's a bit thicker than the last one. It's malty. There's a lot of maltiness in this, actually. We're malty. We are malty. Whatever, Rob, you're doing for your head retention, I could do with some tips, I've got to be honest. Though that glass looks super clean, doesn't it? I've pulled it out of the cupboard, given it a rinse. That obviously got washed properly. Obviously. Carl, I was just going to say on the last one, carbonation. I was burping as I walked off camera. So, yeah. That is substantial, that beer. There is a bit of hoppiness coming out. I think we're going down citrusy routes here, aren't we? But there might be a bit of pininess in this one. But that tastes like caramel. What we're going with. It's definitely got the colour with that, hasn't it? I'm a bit colourblind. There's a bit of a red hue, actually. Yeah, I can definitely taste some caramel. I don't know if I can't taste a bit of banana, but it's not estery banana-y. I don't know if it is, actually. This might be a bit like, maybe it's toffee apple I'm getting confused with. It's very nice. Very nice indeed. Beautiful. Yeah, more substantial than the last one. Stunning colour. Clarity is good. It doesn't use any finings, apparently. Can't taste any... Oh, there's only wood. It's smooth. It's really smooth. That, and I keep going on about that caramelly taste, but it's really nice. Absolutely beautiful. Well done. We're going to come back with another one. I'm going to have a read back on Rob's messages he sent me. We've been talking a bit because I think he did probably tell me about his kit and whether I think he does use Protofox. Anyway, I'm going to have a look back. And at some point, we're going to come back with a dark beer on this set. I think. Look at that lacing. Guys, yeah, we're in. That's very different to the last beer. Very, very, very different. Bit of bitterness on the back end. It's all relevant to your own taste, innit, anyway. Right, I'll see you in a bit. Right then, I've decided to have a sit down for this one, like all the professionals do. because I'm all set up from the Hop Edition podcast watching it. So I just thought, I've got everything set up. I'll just sit down and drink this last one. So we're having they're coming out of the goddamn walls, a 5.1% ABV American Porter. There's the, pause it if you want. Have a look. Hey. Right. I've got myself, it's not here yet. I've had a blower here to keep me warm in winter, but I've gone for one of those oil-filled radiators because I have to get it warm and then turn it off because it's like, I think even with the old noise cancelling, I think I still might be in trouble here. So yes, I've got to turn it off. It's just too noisy. So I've got one of them oil-filled ones that's it's silent. So I'll be able to have it right next to me. It'll be all toasty and lovely. Right then. Let's see if I can do this without getting it all over myself again. Lovely. Start the night off with a porter. Hey. There you go. That looks... Do you know, the head on all of these beers I've had so far have been absolutely outstanding. Outstanding. Look at that. Looks like it's got a bit of a... It's dark, very dark brown with maybe a bit of a red hue. That's what I like. I can smell the malts coming off this as soon as I open that top of that can. Oh, she looks the part. Hey, she looks the part. Look at that. Yeah, so it is dark. You can see that carbonation coming up the bottom now, look. Look at that. That is a thing of beauty. Lovely. Probably get stuck in. It smells dark malts. Smells a bit roasty. Still coming through that lovely head. Look at that. Look at that head. That is outstanding. Outstanding. Let's get in first one of the night. So I think I'm going to make this the last one. I think 3's enough, even if I don't even know how long the video is. I think it's plenty long enough that. I've got some more cans of this, so if I get time, I might pop a couple together. There's a couple of Neepers. Do like a Neeper. I might pop them together, but we will see later on. We'll see later on. That head, the beer's going through that head, look, and not causing it any problems. It's dark malt. It's definitely dark malt. So I keep looking at my... I had a bit of trouble getting it connected. I'm just making sure it's still on because I've only got one of these. Yeah, so medium mouthfeel. Substantial. It's a little bit... It's dark malty. It's a bit roasty. Not particularly astringent. A bit of dark chocolate with some coffee in that. But that head is, like I say, I mean, that is outstanding from a can, innit? Yeah, he's just bought some new kit. He sent me, I chatted to him the other night. Yeah, bigger kit. He hasn't even started properly and he's gone bigger already. I love it. Yeah. Carbonation. Making me burp. First one of the night, I say. Lovely. Look at that. Off-white. It's like a creamy coloured head look in it. But it's like got loads of substantialness is that word. It looks thick. It looks inviting. It looks beautiful. It's got everything it should have. It's got that darkness. It's got that warming loveliness. It's got that bit of chocolate and a bit of coffee. It's absolutely what you would want. Exactly what you would want. Yeah, lovely. So I don't know how long these videos are going to be, but we'll see. I say, Rob, thank you very much for sending me the beers. I'm going to see how we go. And I might do a couple more in a video, but I'm definitely going to enjoy them. Absolutely outstanding. Very, very impressed. Absolutely lovely. Beautiful. They've all been fantastic. Really enjoyable. If I don't do another video and I don't see you again, Rob, I wish you all the best with your new venture. I'm sure we will be. Sure, we'll chat. And yeah, everybody, Screen Brewcar on Facebook. No YouTube's updates at the minute, but yeah, go check him out. See what you think. Thanks, Rob. Good luck, and I really appreciate the beers. Cheers.
Like, subscribe, and hit the bell.